Hello, my dears. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do another reading, and this time it's also a pick-up file reading, but the topic will be, or the question will be, what area of your life needs more focus and attention right now or in the near future? And we will have 3 piles. I already had to shuffle and create the decks, but I don't know what they contain. So the first pile is this beautiful Pyrite heart. Yeah, the first pile. The second pile is a beautiful dolphin made of jade, green jade. Dolphin. And then we have the third pile is a beautiful angel also in a stone that I'm not sure if it's the blue agate or lepidolite or something similar. Anyway, it's an angel. If you see, it's an angel that is praying. So I'm going to hold them. We have first the heart, the dolphin, and then third the angel. Okay? And let's start with the first spread, the first pile. I'm going to use 4 decks. I'm now just spreading the cards. The decks are different types of messages. So the first deck is Oraculo das Constelacoes familiares, is family constellation oracle. Then is the Gypsy Oracle card, the wild Quan Yin Oracle, and postcards from spirits, which actually are messages from those who crossed the threshold over the spirit, or whatever you want to call them. They are not with us, but they somehow are still connected energetically. And for this first pile of the heart, I'm going to translate because this card from family constellation is in Portuguese, and you have a beautiful image of a mother with children. And it says, everything was as it was supposed to be, and only with this perception I can raise, or I can grow and fly. Everything was as it was supposed to be. With these eyes and perception, I can grow and I can fly. And then we have the card of conversation, which interestingly enough also has some women, and the men, they seem young here. They are not so much children as in the other card. Then we have the wife. The wife here is represented as a mother with a child. And then we have a sweetheart, a young lady that reads a letter, maybe a letter from her lover. And then we have the magic of the moon to manifest from Quan Yin Oracle with this beautiful illustration. Actually, the illustration is like that, I think. Yeah. Or like that. No, this is the right way. And it says, just as the light of the moon ebbs and flows, all things happen according to a timing that benefits the greater garden of life. How short-lived that garden would seem if all flowers bloomed at once and then it was over. As the next moon grows full, set your intention. Your time for blossoming is near. And then we have the postcards from Spirit saying, dearest you, miracles never run out. Look back over your life, and you will see so many moments of synchronicity when all the right people, the right place, the right opportunities, and the right time just showed up without any of your help. Think back to how you felt just before a miracle happened. You felt you were giving up, but it was more like a gentle surrender to whatever was about to happen. We want you to know that miracles are being concocted for you and you will never ever run out of them. You just don't get to choose how they come, who will deliver them, when they will be shown up, and what they will do for you. All of that is our department. Spirit knows what is best for you and what wants to be expressed through you. You are incredible and amazing and a magnet for miracles. That would be a good mantra for you today. Wear on it. Relax. If you only knew how much you were loved. So returning to the question for pick a pile reading of today, and the meaning of these cards I see here. And the question was, what area of your life needs attention and focus now from you? The message I receive is about family, but it's also about healing family patterns and about acknowledging what happened when you were a child or with your family, or probably even with your ancestors, because your ancestors, through these words of the spirit, the postcard from spirit, are also here with you to give you a message. So in this case, for this pile, for who watches, it's about acknowledging what has been in your life, even the problematic or difficult moments that you have gone through, and understand that life is always like this ebb and flow pattern of the moon also. There are moments when are more difficult and then better moments come. And it's also about trusting life and about being guided by the signs and these so-called small miracles that life brings to you every day. It's a matter to understand how to recognize them. And miracles sometimes they come through people that are presented in your life, or they come into your life and they bring you a message, or they bring you healing, or they bring you an understanding of something important about you. Here it's all about how much you acknowledge what happened, the way it happened, and what was supposed to be that way, so you can grow and evolve on your path. And it is possible that much of this meaning or small miracles that are happening or will happen to you in the near future also are related to conversations that you might have either with friends or with people in your community or in your family. Or it can also be with your partner if you have a spouse, or with your mother, or even with your lover. So it's all about messages that bring you even those aha moments about something important that you went through and that now reveals itself in its full meaning, why it has to happen in a certain way, and what taught me about life, about myself, how this supported my own growth and ability to forge a path on my own. And all these messages, as I said, they will come through conversation with people that are close to you. It can also be through letters or messages that you receive. What you need to understand that there is always a progression in this self-discovery and growth process in your life. And that sometimes you need to take small steps. Sometimes you need to step and look back and then gain a new perspective on the past so you can move forward with a different understanding of yourself. And it's also about surrendering to this flow of life, because it's like you are in this garden of life, and now in spring also, we are going almost in summer. There is so much blossom happening. Also in the image behind me, I choose a flower and the bud to feel this energy of spring. So like in spring, all these flowers and trees, they start to open to life. Remain open yourself to these miracles and to these happenings through spoken word or written words, because they will be like pieces in a puzzle, able to bring you that information, that understanding, that awareness that you need, because your blossom is near, as Quan Yin, the white Quan Yin says in this card of the magic of the moon to manifest. You are also blossoming, maybe into a new stage of life, into a new person, into a new self. And you are deeply loved, not only by those who are around you, as I said, family members, friends, community, but also by those who passed away, and they are supporting you and overseeing your path too. So take this message and promise yourself to pay attention to the signs and to the miracles, because they are guiding you all the time. Thank you for this first pile. I hope you liked what message you received. We are now moving to the second pile. That is the pile of the dolphin of Jade. And the first card from Family Constellation, Dear, is an image from winter and says, I learned to treat the pain as for you. My own strength comes from accepting my own fragility. I'm going to repeat. I learned to treat the pain as you. My strength comes from accepting my own fragility. Then we have from the Quan Yin, the card that says, play to create. Do you dream of more happiness, well-being, love? That is a high-frequency dream. High-frequency dreams become reality when we align ourselves with a matching frequency. There is a way to raise frequency to become more magnetic to opportunities, to the right people, solutions, and helpful guidance. To bring your dreams to life. For now, let go of the struggle and embrace the way of play. Beautiful. And the card from the Spirit says, Dearest you, over here there is no mystery for us to unravel, as we know intimately how connected we all are, how the web of creation works, and how spirit is in every aspect of life from the invisible to the visible. But it's impossible for humans to comprehend the complexities of how things actually work, because the most important threads in the tapestry don't make sense in the dimension you live in. That said, can you feel the importance of these currents of energy that bring events together in a miraculous way? You can't understand with your mind, but you can know with your heart and soul. Trust that even though you don't know the how, the what, or the why, we do. Surrender to the mystery and have faith that the unseen world is watching you with loving eyes. A spirit waves your life's mysterious and beautiful tapestry in glorious technicolor. Loving you so much as always. And then we have the cards of waiting, depicting this woman waiting for someone or something to happen. The card of the friend that brings a bouquet of flowers. And the card of sighs, so spirit. A woman who stands here by the shore. There's near a bench, and she sighs. Probably she has also a letter in her hand, if I see well. So she's a little bit sad, maybe also waiting for something to happen. This pile, from what I see here from all these messages, is again about understanding miracles and synchronicities in life, but this time is focused on the meaning of pain. And if you are yourself in a process or under therapy and you need to process this pain, you are encouraged to know that from your fragility, you might be in a very fragile and vulnerable place right now, but from this fragility, from experiencing and revisiting this pain, you actually are growing stronger. And I see this state of pain and difficulty from the cards, because there are two women here depicting as waiting and with a certain melancholy and sadness energy behind them. And this tells me that you have been longing for a breakthrough in this process that you are going through. And it's important that you don't force the process and that you don't, place yourself like a very ambitious objective, like in few days, few weeks, or 1 year, I will be there and I will not feel anymore the pain, and I will have a different idea and living in my own life. Because there is something that you don't see that comes from the unseen realm, and here you are fully supported by your guides and ancestors again. There is something already unfolding, but it cannot be pushed, it cannot be accelerated. It's a time of transition and waiting. But when I say waiting, it doesn't mean that you have to just sit and do nothing and sigh or feel so sad inside and wonder why you have to be like that. You rather notice and observe what is happening with you. You probably, if you need, you can go to speak to a friend, or maybe a friend comes to you and offers you a gift or flowers just to make you smile and feel that love and care from someone. Because it's true that you are prepared for something. In this time of transition and waiting for something to happen, in reality, there is a lot happening in your inner landscape, in your inner world. And more you pay attention to what is happening, more you declutter that space and you process the pain that might arise, or the sadness or the grief or whatever you need to process, more you will gain a new understanding of yourself, but also strength. And here the card speaks about frequency. In my opinion, as I also am a scientist, I will not speak about frequency, but I will speak about enhanced awareness. Because frequency, in my understanding, also from physics, is something else. It's like every bit of darkness that you are now exploring, every bit of sadness, every bit of emotion that might feel heavy, in reality is marking a step forward for you in understanding yourself and your patterns, but also in the healing process. Because you cannot expect this growth to happen just because someone pushes you from outside, or like you get a big gift from the universe, as they used to say. It's mostly the movement that comes from inside, your own wish and drive, that can take you out of this inner process. But again, it is not something that you can push. It is not something you can force. Of course, you want to be happy. You long for happiness and fulfillment. But maybe it's not yet the case to get there, because there is still something, some more pain or grief or whatever other emotion you carry or memory that needs attention from you. Because ultimately, all this waiting and processing will bring you to a place where you will feel that you are less burdened and more open to life, more open to the gifts of life. And know that many happenings, even in the future, many encounters, many resolutions are also coming or possible for you because you had patience. You knew how to wait and to stay present with yourself, with what happens inside of you, instead of going outside and consuming and distracting yourself, consuming situations and sometimes even substances that will take you away from feeling inside and staying present. Because your life is a mysterious and beautiful tapestry in glorious technicolor. Even if now you feel life is a little bit gray, heavy, and dull, know that if you know how to wait with patience, continuing to work on yourself, then everything will blossom at the right moment. And you are advised to learn to play. While you wait, learn also to play. Play more. Enjoy people who are playful. Play with colors if you like to draw or to paint. Do something that gives you this sense of playfulness. Enjoying small moments, small movements of the heart where you let your heart sing a little bit, not always and only cry. Experience this playfulness and see how it feels. That is one ingredient that for sure will help with this waiting and transition period. I hope you enjoyed these messages. Pile 2, the dolphin in Jade. And now we are moving to pile 3 to see what are the messages for the angel with this beautiful agate, blue agate color. At least it's what I think it is, that stone. And let's see what we get here as messages. So from Family Constellation, we have I free yourself of all the pains that you provoked. And I get out of the victimhood to be able to move forward. So for the pile 3, the angel, blue angel, it says, I free you of the pain that you caused. I get out of the victimhood and I move forward. And then we have cheerfulness, people partying at the table, the doctor, which is a woman who seeks the advice from the doctor, and then this is the home or the room, depicting also a table with a chair inside the room. And the message from Wild Quan Yin is grace within reach. It's okay to feel like a mess right now, to feel that you need help and to want to resolve whatever has troubled your heart or mind. My grace is within reach. If you ask for my help, I shall lift you into safety and peace now. Beautiful. And the postcard from Spirit says, Dear you, there are times in life when taking a risk is better left for another day. Other times are perfect for taking that leap, no matter how dangerous it might seem. Well, hold on to your parachute strings, for today is leap time. Realize that no matter what, we will not let you fall down, get lost, or hurt yourself in any way on this one. Even it might feel like you are in a free fall, we are here for you and can stop freaking out about getting hurt and relax into this transition to something new. All the elements are in place and your soul is ready for a new experience. No matter what you are asking about, it's time to take the risk and do that thing that scares you. No matter what happens, you will land softly, right on target. Don't worry about the outcome. Spirit's got that covered. It's taking the leap itself that's the point. We love your courage. Embrace it. So for this pile, what you need to place your focus, it's actually to take the leap of faith that the the spirits of the ancient or ancestors speak about. Because there is a situation in your life, and I'm not sure what it's about, because there can be many different situations, many people that might see this reading. It can also be an issue with a member of the family that you had a difficult relationship, or even with a spouse or a partner that you are divorcing from or separating from. Or maybe there is even a situation with a home where you need to decide if you are selling, or maybe if it's a divorce situation, then the goods and the home and other assets need to be split between partners and so on. Independently of what is the situation, the focus is to have that courage, or master the courage, to take a leap of faith and just do it. Because probably you already postponed it, or you were not sure about what to do yet, and you felt that everything around you is a little bit chaotic and messy, and you were not sure what if it's the right moment, or if you need to wait more time. Or the advice here is to do it, no matter what you feel, to do it, but also to release the pain of the past. So no matter what the situation or this relationship, no matter how difficult it was for you or how much pain it caused, it's important that you reflect on also your own contribution in keeping inside that pain instead of releasing it, because that is when we play the victim, when we stay in a victimhood attitude. Because when you free yourself from that state of the victim, of, oh, why this happened to me, I was small, or I was naive and ignorant, and someone took advantage and things like that, there is no point to stay in that place anymore, because it only causes harm and it doesn't resolve the situation. What can support you in solving the situation or finding a solution from this mess and difficulty is actually deciding next step and taking it, doing. And you are supported. You are supported by the goddess, by goddess of mercy, in this case, the wild Quan Yin. You are supported by your ancestors and those who passed away. And no matter how difficult this step will feel, you might feel like you are completely just falling from above, from the cliff, right? And even the parachute might feel like it's not working. Or you might think that you will get drowned or lost on your way. It will not happen. But the most important thing, to reach that state where you will feel safe again and you will feel like there is here a solution, there is healing to this situation. The most important is to have the courage to acknowledge that you are not a victim anymore. Now you are a grown up. The past is in the past. The pain can stay also in the past. And you get out and free yourself from this place. Because then you can celebrate. Actually, this card shows a man and two women with glasses toasting for a celebration moment. You will be celebrated, and you can actually celebrate yourself because you are able to bring healing to the situation, but you have to acknowledge that you are not a victim, not anymore, and take that leap of faith. Feel that everything will be okay, no matter how risky it might seem on the moment when this happens, when you say, okay, now I'm doing this, I had enough, no more past, no more victimhood, I can do it, I have courage, means, tools, energy, and support for doing it. So I hope you also like this message. If you want a personalized reading with me, just connect by email or connect with me by Facebook too, or on my website. You can write me a message there, and we can do a personalized reading. Thank you again for watching. I hope you enjoyed. It was short but on point. Know how to solve your situation, but keep the focus and attention on what matters right now. The cards only give you some guidance, but you are the one who has the power to decide and do things as you wish. Blessed be your day ahead and see you next. Don't forget to subscribe. It's important for my channel to grow if you subscribe and then share and like if you like the reading.